Hey friends, welcome back to Bitfumes. I'm your host Sarthak and you can also call me Ankur. This is a channel where I talk about Laravel and the cool thing about Laravel. So if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so finally I am here in front of you guys, and if you like me and if you like my face, then please comment me, and if you don't like, please comment me. Okay, so we are finally on the Ajax. I am getting many requests for the Ajax series, and now here I am with the Ajax Laravel 5.4 and again the ToDo project. I think if you are following me, you know I have a to-do list mini project on my Laravel 5.4 series, but in that videos we have just used the Laravel thing. No Ajax, no jQuery, nothing. But in this series, what we are doing, we are just creating one page, and in that page, we are creating the items, we are editing, we are deleting the item, and everything will be on single page and obviously with the Ajax. Okay, so let's just see what we finally going to have in our series after this completion of the series. Okay, so here I am with my Chrome, and now when I go to the list which I have already created, so you can see there is nothing. And now what happened when I hit this plus button, that means I want to add new item. So I want simply say okay, Ajax series, and just take a look. When I click this add button, it just add into the database along with the view. That means our view has been refreshed without the refresh of the page. Okay, I think you get the idea. So when I refresh or reload the page, the item is here because this item is saved directly to the database. Now let's try to edit this. So it will be Ajax series Laravel. So save changes, and now you can see it just changes in front of you without refreshing the page. And the last thing I want to show, when you click here you can get this delete button also. When you delete this, and you will get the deletion part on the page without refreshing it. So let's see in each of the videos what we will get. So here I have the series overview for you. So in this is the first video, obviously the introduction video, and in the next part what we are doing, we are just creating the view. Okay, and after that, in that view we will have the jQuery, the far icon. That far icon I have used here the plus sign, and the bootstrap, obviously we are using bootstrap here, and the modal part. And what is modal? And you can see when I hit here, a pop-up came out. This is called a modal by bootstrap. I don't know why they call it modal. Okay, so now after that we will use modal. This is called the panel. This whole thing is called panel, and the list item. Okay, so when I create any list here, so it will create a list item. So this rectangle is just the item here. Okay, so I will delete this. Okay, so this is the second video, that means the second part. Okay, and after this we will land on to the third part, and in third video we will create the edit model and the add model also. And what was that? Actually, when you create the item, so you can see this model, and in this model when I add something, and now what you can see, it has this item here, but when I click here, again another model came. But you know, in the view we does not have two model, we just have one model. So when I click here, it will say add new item, and when I click here, that same model has changed the title to edit this item. Okay, so we will create this on the part 3 with the help of jQuery. Okay, so after that we want to have a button. This button, obviously, that means the far icon of plus. Okay, so these things we will do in the third video. Okay, and in the next fourth video what we will do, We will just create a controller and the function. Why we need controller? Because we are going to save our item into the database. We are editing, we are deleting, so we need a controller. Like just like a CRUD, we can use resource controller, but I will not use resource controller. It's just a choice. After that, the main thing comes, the main dragon, the Laravel Ajax part came. Okay, so now in that part, we will create the Ajax post request to our controller from that view also. Okay, so obviously for these things we need migration, we need model, we need table, not model. It's another thing. We need model, the MVC model, model view controller model. Okay, so we need model and the migration, and obviously the post request from the jQuery. Okay, so after that, in the fifth part, we will save the data to our database. That means our item to the database, as I just show you. And obviously, we edit the database according to our view. That means whatever we edit, it will edit on the database itself. Okay, and obviously the main part we have discussed here, that whenever I want to edit this, okay, like this, it just change itself on the view without refreshing the page. So we will see everything on the part 5, and the last part, in the last part we will see the delete part. That means how we will delete this. So we will get that delete part here, we get the delete button here, and when we click on this delete button, it will just simply remove the item from the database as well as from your view without refreshing the page. That's very important. Okay, so that this is the project, the mini project again I want to show you, and obviously the next video will come very soon. So if you have any doubt or you want to do something more in this series, just please feel free to comment me on this video. And if you have any doubt in other videos or anywhere in your project, just feel free to comment me or message me on Facebook. Okay, so you can also follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And please share these videos with your developer friends so that everyone get the knowledge of best thing. You know what is that? Laravel. Okay, so we will meet in the next episode very soon and very soon. Okay, so till then, goodbye.